From last week up to today, the crypto market has been in a bearish market. When I say bearish, the market has been going down. That means when you get up to trade, you sell. You don't think of buying, you think of selling coins. So this was what happened today. So when we go to a website called investing.com, then we go to economic calendar at the top right hand side. So when we click on economic calendar, today we were having S&P Global Manufacturing PM from United States, and we also have crude oil investment, and all this news was positive. That means that the news was good for the dollar. If any news is released and it's good for the dollar, chances are it will be bad for Bitcoin. So when we just click on here, then we open this particular page, we go, then we read through. This one explain the number of economic activities in the manufacturing industries of the United States. A higher than expected reading should be taken as bullish for the USD. If something is good for USDT, it's bad for Bitcoin. And if something is bad for Bitcoin, it's bad for the crypto market. So this was what happened last month. Last month it was 47, and now it's 50.3. That means that right now US dollar is strong, USDT is very strong. So you see the market being in a downtrend. This is Ethereum chart for the 4-hour time frame. If I click on it again, then I go to BTC.P. We always add .p to it for perpetuals. So I click on it here. This is the current trend of Bitcoin. No one will tell you that Bitcoin is in a downtrend just looking at this particular chart here. So if we are going to plot our support and resistance, this is what we are going to do. We just click on weekly time frame, right? So when you click on weekly time frame, looking at the weekly time frame, Bitcoin is in a downtrend. Bitcoin is in a downtrend. When we look at the weekly time frame, it's starting a downtrend. We are not saying it will continue to go down. We are just saying that Bitcoin is starting a downtrend. How do we know that Bitcoin is starting a downtrend? So when we click here, right, we are able to see that Bitcoin was not able to break through this support level, and now it's finding its way to the down level. So the next level that we'll be looking at in a weekly time frame will be around here. That's $34,400, right? Then the next one will be around here, 26,000. Okay, this is just technical analysis. This is how I do my trading. Remember, Bitcoin was moving up. It started from what? 30,000 to 40,000. Now it made it to about 49,000, or let's just say 50,000. Couldn't break through it, and now it's in a downtrend. It's starting a downtrend. So the next target for Bitcoin, if it's going to continue the downtrend, will be 34,200 or 34,000. But if it's going to continue to be bullish, that means here will be our support level. This place will be our support level. Then we'll see a major rise of Bitcoin from this 40,000 to 50,000. That will be our next target, or it will be 51,000. If Bitcoin is going to continue being bullish, it will rise from where? 40,000 to 51,000. That will be our next resistance. But if Bitcoin is going to continue the downtrend, it will go from 39,000 to 34,000. So now we already know that the market structure in a weekly time frame is telling us that Bitcoin is starting a downtrend. Weekly time frame is telling us that Bitcoin is starting a downtrend. Then we'll go to our daily time frame. So we'll go to daily time frame here. So when we come to daily time frame, it's also showing the same scenario as the weekly time frame. You can even see it more clearly when I zoom into the daily time frame. You can see we had a lower high here, higher high, lower high, higher high here. Then we are now starting a downtrend here. Please, before you enter a trade, ask yourself, is Bitcoin moving down or moving up? If Bitcoin is moving up, you are going to be buying the altcoins. The altcoins are Ethereum, BNB, FTM, DYDX, Link, Solana, XRP, Matic, ADA, Doge, and all these coins that you know. Bitcoin is the mother of, or let's say the father of all the cryptocurrencies. So if Bitcoin is falling, it's just a matter of time the other coins will follow through. And remember what I said, anytime that the dollar is strong, gold will be falling and Bitcoin will be falling. But if there is a war in a particular country, gold will be increasing in value. You remember what I said? So anytime that the dollar is falling, Bitcoin will be rising, and if the dollar is rising, Bitcoin will be falling. So right now we have Bitcoin being in a downtrend. So if I'm going to take this trade, what I can do is I can just reduce my stop loss level. I only use the 4-hour time frame to take my trades. The reason why I don't go below 1 hour time frame is because if you are trading below 1 hour time frame using cryptocurrencies, you are just gambling, because cryptocurrencies, they move very fast. There's no way you can make profit using 15 minutes time frame. You are just going to gamble, take too many trades and lose your money. But if you are using 4-hour time frame, within a week you just take 7 trades or 8 trades and that will be enough. But if you go less than 15 minutes time frame, you can lose a lot of money, because you take trades like, let's say 12 trades, 15 trades, 20 trades. I even heard one of you saying that they took about 24 trades. Imagine you taking 24 trades. How can you make profit in 1 week taking 24 trades? So now the weekly time frame is saying that Bitcoin is starting a bearish market, is going down. Remember what I said, if Bitcoin is going down, go and sell Link, go and sell DYDX, go and sell XRP. Don't go and be buying them. So now that we know that Bitcoin is starting a downtrend, this is a major support level for Bitcoin in a daily time frame. That means that $38,000 is a major support level for Bitcoin in a daily time frame. So we can now plot our horizontal line here. So this is my major support for daily zone. What I can do is I can decide to say that, okay, I'm going to sell Bitcoin here. My target will be 37,000 or 38,000, and my stop loss will be around here. My stop loss will be $40,960. But we are not going to use the daily time frame to take a trade. We are just looking at the general structure of the market. And right now, the general structure of the market is telling us that Bitcoin is bearish. Bitcoin is starting a bearish market. I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to continue going down, because the big companies are buying cryptocurrencies. So what I'll do next is, I'll go to my 4-hour time frame. Okay, so if I go to 4-hour time frame, looking at the 4-hour time frame too, Bitcoin is going down. When you look at the 4-hour time frame, Bitcoin is going down. Usually when Bitcoin is going down, it creates lower lows and lower highs. It will not just go down like the way Forex pairs goes. So this is how Bitcoin goes down. So first of all, it's going to come down this way. Try to lie to us that it's going to rise up. The next minute or the next hour or next day, it will move lower than how it have created, go up, come down, go up. It's just moving down like that. But when it's going up too, it creates the same pattern. So this is what is happening. We have break and retest. So you see Bitcoin moving up, it will retest, move up again, break down, retest, break down again. We are just going down. If you ask someone to look at the right hand side and tell you that what is this line doing, the person will tell you that it's going down. So you already know that the coin is going down. Why will you go and buy it? The trend is your friend. So because the trend is your friend, you should be thinking of selling. Okay? Because right now the market is dropping. So why will you go and buy it? So if I'm going to enter a trade, I know the market is falling down. What I'll do is I'll just click on my short position tool here. Then I'll add it to this entry level, right? For those who have been trading with me for a very long time, you know I use 1:2 risk reward ratio. This means that anytime that I'm risking $10, I'm going to make $30 back. So if I'm going to take a trade and I risk $10, I will surely make $30 or $35 or $40 back. And this is how you manage your trades. So after entering this, my stop loss will be here. So it will now be 1:3. So it will be like my stop loss will be $40,176, and my target will be around $37,980. I'm just using this video for demonstration. So the next thing that we also want to do is, right, anytime you enter a trade and you are able to hit your first target, so my first target can be 39,000. If I enter my trade here for a sell position, I'm not saying this trade will go well. We are just risking our money to find out what the end product will be. So anytime you are entering a trade, don't risk more than 5%, because there is no guarantee that the trade that you are taking is going to go well. We are just using probabilities here. So because of that, what I will do is, after entering this trade, I will put my target here. My target will be at the middle. That will be $38,950. So this is where my target will be, 38,000. This is a major support level, right? It might come down and decide to move up again and never come down, or just move down through it. So this is where our first target will be, and our last target will be $37,908. Our stop loss will be where $40,176. So if you have $500 in your Binance, then you use 2%. You click on OK. So when you click on OK, this is the quantity you are supposed to enter inside your Binance margin. Anytime you enter a trade and you are able to get 100%, 120%, or 50% of your investment, close 50% of your profit and change your stop loss to entry. It's very important to do that. So now we are going to use CoinMarketCap to analyze Bitcoin, right? So if I click on Bitcoin here, so if I click on Bitcoin charts here, we have what we call market capitalization or market calculation, right? So when we say market calculation, this is the total money that is in Bitcoin right now, the total amount of money that is in Bitcoin right now as the time of making this video. Then we have the volume. Volume means the amount of money Bitcoin have received, whether buying or selling, is 23 billion. It's down 24%. That means yesterday it was more than this. Then we have what we call this place is not that important. What I want you to be looking at is this particular place, news. So when we click on the news section, if in any case you always come and you look at the news section and you see negative, all people are talking about is negative. They are not saying good things about the coin. They are just saying negative news. This means that the market will fall. Remember when Spot ETF was released? Before Spot ETF was released, people were just talking positive news about Bitcoin, and when they really released the news, it went up. The same thing with Bitcoin. So these are the most important part. You use investing.com and you also use the technical analysis. Please make sure to read the PDF. Make sure to read the PDF. If you practice this several times, it will even get you 6 months. You understand that just by looking at this particular coin, doing your analysis on it, you know that whether it will rise or fall within 24 hours.